Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
So it's away we go then. Oh, no joy this time. Thuram gets rid without sophistication. And it's chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And Dybala! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. He gets big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Right card. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Kaká's cross. It's a good foot in there. Seedorf.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's looking wide. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Still goalless at the moment. Cherubini stood up well to him there. Bonucci. That's Thuram. Now it's Dybala. Now it's Shevchenko. Dybala in acres of space out wide. And he's there to clear it. Cleared away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Seedorf. And he's forced to go back. Thuram. Albertini is the team's great visionary. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Dybala. He's through here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Not the most accurate pass. That's a shade optimistic. Dybala. He's had a shot! Oh, that's lovely from Dybala! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That's good play. Now there's a fine ball. Now can he find a finish? And he's heaved it away. They get a throw in. Cherubini. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Turns and goes back. They've got to be quick to... He's having a shot! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, it seems to me they'll both be pushing for another now. Could be a critical phase.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great defending, strong and determined. Rafael Leao goes on a charge down the left. And there's the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And that's the second half started. That's been cut out, well played. And the pass is intercepted.
Such good technique.
Rafael Leao. Cherubini. Pinches it off him. Chance here to counter. Dybala on a strong run down the right. Gets his head on it! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cherubini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Shifted it to the flank. He's in a great position here. He's got full. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Opts for safety. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cherubini. And here's the chance to counter. Rafael Leao. Rafael! And it's in! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 28.997 spettatori.
Rafael Leao, and it's Kaka. And he's being shifted off it.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now the ball in. And he's there to clear it. Turkey do have a chance to counter here. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Thuram. That's Bonucci. And it's Seedorf. Spread out to the left. Rafael Leao goes pulsing down that left-hand side. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Kaka. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. Bonucci gets it away. Turkey are looking to break at pace. Seedorf. No, that's been intercepted. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Nicely spread. Now it's Rafael Leao.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
And no, he's seen through all of that. Kaka did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Good ball, good take. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Rafael Leao certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And this is Dybala. So what can they make of this? Cherubini. That's that, the end. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Dybala, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Turkey must have viewed this game as very winnable, but will no doubt have a healthier respect for this opposition now.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Chiunque si renda protagonista di comportamenti inappropriati sarà immediatamente allontanato.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Gerrard making another milestone appearance here. It is game number 400, Jim Beglin.
Well, this couldn't have happened to a better player, Peter. I say big congratulations to him. Someone who's told me on many occasions that his greatest motivation to keep playing is the love of the game.
Good chance here! And there's an early warning shot across the bow.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
He's got away. It's Gerrard! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Linton, Yoro, over to the left. So, what can they make of this? Oh, no joy this time. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And this is Pele! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Looking for the run. Good ball, good take. He best! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Subimendi. Neymar. Tries to play it through. An instinctive... Oh, what a climb! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. He's going for goal! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Yeah, that looks a decent ball. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Linton.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And that's a throw-in. It's not an especially good pass, that. Yildiz. Good play on the left-hand side here. Hangs one in. And a chance! That was superb goalkeeping.
Linton clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Turkey are looking to go forward now. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, super find. Shot could be a shot at goal! And what a be quick to recover, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Yildiz. Eric Garcia. That could spell trouble. They get a throw in. Ryerson. Yoro. Added Subimendi. Yildiz. Eze. Played into space out wide.
Really well played.
He is through here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper. Eze really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Eric Garcia. Ryerson. Eric Garcia. Opts for safety. Not the most convincing of passes. Ryerson. That'll be a throw-in. Can he get on the end of this? Chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Eze has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Eric Garcia. That's a throw. Eric Garcia. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reached the halfway point.
A very entertaining half, Peter. The game's been played at a really good intensity. It's been open. It's been quite end-to-end, and I think the crowd are really immersing themselves into this, and I just hope we get more of the same in the second half. Something to look forward to.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substitution.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Ryerson. Yoro. And Maguire. And it's with the keeper. Yoro. Ryerson. And it's Joelinton. Gets a good foot in there. Now it's Matheus Cunha. And here's Neymar. And he's hit it long. Yildiz tries to pass it through. Yildiz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Eze. Great vision. Eze. Yildiz. Threads one in, and the through ball. That has been cut short. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Barcelona needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the chance for a shot! He scores! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
After 67 minutes is...
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run.
Terrific header! Linton. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Oh, that's superb. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. No way through, so back it comes. He's gone for goal! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Well, the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Pele. Number 21, David Villa. Number 18, George Best.
And he's managed to get free.
Number 25, Bale.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Messi.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Eze. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, nicely intercepted. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Matheus Cunha. Defending was strong and firm. And he cuts out the supply. Looking for a runner, and he's picked it up out wide.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Nice looking ball. Maguire gets over and intercepts. Barcelona looking to pass their way through. Short changes him with that pass. Yoro cuts it out.
There will be 1 minute
It's a
added
searching
time.
pass. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's that, the end. Turkey have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, this game looked to have
Security
0-0
staff for
written
each
all
block.
over it, but credit
Please
to them,
report to
they
the
upped their
staff
game in the end,
immediately.
and I thought they got what they deserved.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody.
Everyone
I'm ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey. Seedorf, he's a leader, he's a schemer, a controller, he's certainly a winner, he's all of those things, and he's much, much more.
I'll take it a step further, he's a serial winner on the European scene. In fact, it's that pedigree which I see as his greatest quality. He knows exactly what it takes to be a match winner, and he'll go about doing exactly that.
So it's down to business here. Knocks it into space. It's Kaká! Played back into the centre. Pedro. Showing great feet there. Played in with purpose. And he's there to clear it. And that is out of play. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. They've played it short. Distributed tidily. It's a good-looking delivery.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's played it back. Could try cutting inside here. Fired deep towards the back post.
That's good defensive concentration.
Oh, that's a key interception. Back towards the middle. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. That's really well cleared. Played out to the left flank. And he whips it in. Maldini clears it away. Albertini attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kaká.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, that looks a decent ball. That's a decent chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Takes a shot! And he's done it!
Goal! After 24 minutes is number 8.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
That's very disappointing, it has to be said.
Turkey really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Can he get it through? Now this could be a chance. It's out for a goal kick. Mina spots it and intercepts. That is lovely.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Shevchenko. It's Albertini. Seedorf. Rafael Leao.
Turkey truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Albertini. Now, who's going to be first to this? Shevchenko. And this is Shevchenko. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Seedorf. Chance here to counter. Pedro. Early ball. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Albertini. Now it's Rafael Leao. Albertini. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
two sides.
And we're underway again.
Turkey really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And he's picked it up out wide. Kaka. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Rafael Le has a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Zé Pedro. Dybala. Turkey are looking to break at pace. Seedorf. Oh, he's found support out wide, and the flag has stayed down. Chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Chance for a shot! Turkey still chasing a one-goal deficit here. Mina. And the pass is intercepted. Threads one in. That looks a good ball through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
The attendance for this match
Quarter of an hour into the second half.
314.
It's a searching pass. That'll be a throw. Played into the box. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And that's put paid to a promising move. Opts for safety. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Turkey are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And the counter is on. Great defending, strong and determined. Seedorf. Kaka. Now it's Shevchenko. Over to the left. Nicely weighted ball. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Keeper has taken decisive action.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Looking here to chip it. Oh, smashing header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Played out wide. And they're on him in a flash. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Substitution.
Tries to play it through. Kilishoy.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Kilishoy. Now it's Rafael Leao. No, again there's no way through. Out towards the flank. Ball driven towards the far post.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Seedorf. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's gone for goal! Should have equalised.
Oh, I think you could really feel his pain there. He was convinced he'd put his side level.
Turkey must do something here, and very quickly.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Mina. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
There will be 1 minute added time.
1 minute to add, according to the board. Can he get on the end of this? And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
That's a fairly demoralising loss. They hardly threatened, and this was about as insipid as it comes.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Manner will be removed. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. We have already started here. Shevchenko, totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
Lobbed in behind, and he's certainly onside here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Dybala. Looking to play him in. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Cleared without hesitation. Seedorf, and it's made its way to him. They want to be quick to recover this. Still goalless. Bernardeschi. The pass is intercepted. Albertini.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Bernardeschi. And here's the chance to counter. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's Mario. Bernardeschi. Turns back here, probably the best option. João Mario. Can he get away here? Rijkaard can get it clear. Now, what about a counter-attack? Rowe. And this is Bernardeschi. Plays it across. Rafael Leao. That has been cut short. Passes short and sharp. This looks promising. Nice chance for a shot! And another try! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
He's had it taken off him. Juan Miranda. Now Rowe. Juan Miranda. Oh, that is a nice touch. It's crossed into the middle. Rijkaard is there to clear. Now it's Rowe. Dybala. Kaka quietly revving up. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Seedorf. Dybala. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. João Mario. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Looking for the run, and he's picked it up out wide. And it's Mario. Now it's Bernardeschi. João Mario gets a cross in, goes down, but nothing given. Rafael Leao now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's well positioned here. Freuler. That's a lovely, neat pass. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rijkaard. Albertini. And he's forced to go back. Rafael Leao. And it's Kaka. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bernardeschi.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Bernardeschi stood his ground strongly. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? In he goes again! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we're underway again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Ambitious ball here. And he's had a hit!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Kaka. It's a mighty effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Shevchenko actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Shevchenko, it's a really well-measured ball. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Freuler. Now it's Rowe. And Moro played out to the left flank. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Oh, that's a key interception. João Mario. Oh, that's fabulous. Rafael Leao. Oh, they can break here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Tries to get it clear. Picked out brilliantly.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi
Have a play for a goal kick.
spettatori.
Juan Miranda. Juan Miranda going full tilt down the left. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Freuler. And it's Moro. Here's Bernardeschi. Played into space out wide. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Sostituzioni di giocatori. Numero 23.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Maldini is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Pinches it off him. Bernardeschi. And it's Mario. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for a runner.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Can he finish? They've scored! The perfect script, the perfect outcome, a date with immortality. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So there's going to be another change here. There's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
It's a bold move. The manager's made his intentions pretty clear. He's going for this.
Turkey have taken the lead.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
He's in a great position here. Showing good feet. Shoots! Just off target.
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Half an hour gone in the second half. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now it's Shevchenko, and they can counter here. He's looking wide. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. He might be in here!
Turkey clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Bernardeschi. Turkey do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Now it's Rafael Leao. He's found a way through. Rafael Leao! And he's there to belt it away.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 30. Lascia il campo per il numero 28.
Now the delivery.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
I think we're just about done here. Great defending, strong and determined.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got away. That has been slung wide.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Oh, it's come loose. And he's been shifted off it. And the counter is on. Added time going up here. It's 3 minutes. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And that is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal.
Shevchenko.
Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable.
Turkey against Thailand.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is developing a massive reputation. The raw power, the speed, the ability to find the net in all sorts of ways. Sometimes you just wonder how you're going to stop him, and I think as a defender you'd be hard-pressed for answers.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. David Villa finds himself offside. That's a little off target. Rodri for Szoboszlai. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to pass it through. Rodri, and here's Raul, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Szoboszlai, that is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Aimed beyond the defence. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Oh, it's come loose. Taken back almost at once. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? No, that's been intercepted. That's travelling a long way.
Van Basten really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Nice looking ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Szoboszlai. Well, that is one way to stop him. Otto made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So what can they conjure from this one?
He could tee it up for someone else, but
No, that's been easily repelled. Valde. Now, can they get him away? And he's straight offside. Turkey, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Raul going about things with real menace. And that's a Haaland! And he's done it!
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So we have the first goal.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Defending was strong and firm.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Not the most accurate pass.
Turkey really can't go chasing this.
Shot, surely! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Decent chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Turkey are looking to go forward now. Thailand finding their passes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Thailand clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's an imaginative pass. Balde. He's had it taken off him. Looking to play him in. Looking for options for movement. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that...
And he's had a hit!
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, no joy this time. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Thailand have their second corner now. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Engages and forces him off the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Rodri. And it's Otto. Haaland. And that's an excellent interception. Oh, that's a fine interception.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Searching pass he's played there. Szoboszlai. Nice interception, well timed. Mosquera promptly. And there is the half-time whistle. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back on the way.
Turkey really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Looking for the run. Knocks it into space. Szoboszlai. Now it's Raul. Well read, and the danger is averted. Well, that pass isn't the best. Pull it. That has not gone well. And the keeper's got it again.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Struck first time. And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Tries to play it through. He's away. And he's there to make the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Turkey still this single goal behind. Balde does well to get it back. Best, a player who needs no introduction. Up towards the front line. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. David Villa being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Van Basten chasing after it, and it's Balde. Just eases him off the ball. Thinks about the shot. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Out again for a throw-in. Now it's Haaland. He's found a way through. Has a shot! Oh, just wide.
Oh, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Big chance, shoots! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Thailand are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And they've switched it over to the other side. Can he get it through? And he's picked out the run. And he's certainly onside here. And he's there to get it away. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, I thought...
He's through and all alone! Chance! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
A case now of complete control.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Great vision. Played into space out wide. And he shoots! He's kept it out just.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
It's a mighty effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Good run through the middle, but he... And Torres It's loose now and they want to get it back. Some resolute defending there. And this is Torres. He's gone for goal! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Torres! And now a sudden chance to counter. David Villa looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Olise. Ambitious ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Costa Curta. That has ended up in no man's land. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Torres. Olise. Good, strong midfield running here. A corner it is then.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Olise! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And he's only too happy to take that back. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Turkey have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome.
And we come to you now with a quick request for
As you look back on the game then, Jim.
Well, there was a distinct lack of
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hello,
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Turkey against Lazio.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
So we're up and running. And he's looking to catch him up. Great vision. And it's been played through. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Thuram with the clearance. Looking for options for movement.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's looking wide. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Rovella does well to get it back. Now it's Maldini. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Can he get onto this? And it's hoisted clear. Marosic. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Rovella. Taylor. And it's Rovella. Out to the right. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. They've played it short. And a chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Played out towards the right wing. And he's gone backward here. Isaacson. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Dybala. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a throw-in. Turkey yet to have an attempt on goal. And it's Maldini. And here's Zaccagni. Thuram. Seedorf. Turkey do have a chance to counter here. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Bullish header! Oh, that is a terrific save! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Marusic. Taylor opts for safety to Marusic. Isaacson sends it crossfield. Zaccagni. Dybala. And it's Kaka. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Out towards the flank. To Thuram. And that is out of play. Zaccagni. Romagnoli. Taylor. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
Seedorf gets a foot in here. Well, that looks a decent ball. That looks a cracking ball. And he's away. Can he get it through? Shot at goal! In for the pieces! Goal! Turkey! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
After 35 minutes is number 19, Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko. Andrei Shevchenko.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Lazio finding their passes. And it's Rovella. That's really nicely played. That's a throw. And the cutback hits it first time! He wasn't that far away.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Pellegrini, it's a promising position. He's on it, and the shot! Oh, taken with style! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Terrific goal, what a super sharp finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Isaacson gets to show off his quick feet. Knocks it into space. Taylor. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Hoisted in. Oh, it's come off the upright. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. He's a sharp little ball here. Pellegrini was in no mood for any of that. And the first half is done. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
Lazio get the second half going. Pellegrini. Pass somewhat off target. Rijkaard. Albertini. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Pellegrini with the slide tackle there. Zaccagni. And it's Maldini. Seedorf. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Rafael Leao. Rovella turns back here, probably the best option. Rovella, who's set up one goal so far. Now it's Maldini. Now it's Zaccagni. Dybala, chance here to counter. Kaka looking to be a menace in the final third. Taylor. And Rovella. And it's Pellegrini. Zaccagni. Passing nice and neat. That's a good ball out wide. Now it's Isaacson. He's had it taken off him. Albertini. And he's being shifted off it. Zaccagni. Pass is just off target.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others in.
And the shot! Isaacson. That'll be a throw-in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack, just change the rhythm up front.
Substitution.
Maldini. Turan. And it's Dybala. Taylor. Pedro. And it's Rovella. That's Taylor. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, super ball. No way through, so back it comes. Rovella was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Little pass back. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Romagnoli. Out to the left it goes. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Dybala. Taylor. Here's Zakagni. It's a good run down the left-hand side. There's no flag. And that has been clubbed away. Zakagni stood his ground strongly. Pellegrini providing an outlet on that flank. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Now it's Basic.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Kaká. Rafael Leao. And that has left him in a heap. Out to the right. Pedro. Basic. Taylor. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
There will be 1 minute.
Can they get him away? Delivers with whip. Rijkaard clears it away. Albertini. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints.
Shevchenko.
Voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
Hello, attendees.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff.
2.
Well, the premise of the tournament is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. Well, we're underway. Barcelona finding their passes. Eric Garcia. And Bernal. João Cancelo threads one in. Rafinha receives it in a wide position. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Beckham. Gerrard. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Rafinha. Eric Garcia. Dani Olmo. And Yamal. Great skill, that's nice. Just eases him off the ball. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's clever. He has a look up. Beckham. That's the keeper's ball. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. That's a good ball out wide. It's a promising position. Oh, nice touch. And no, he's seen through all of that. Bergomi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Beckham. And he's forced to go back.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. He's in plenty of space here. Rijkaard getting this one clear. Chips it through. He's on it. Can he get away? Rafinha plays it short. No outsmarting him this time. Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Gerrard conjures time and space where few can. He's having a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Goal! Turkey! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
(0947165
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
So far, so good, Peter, but they need to start thinking of the next one now. Take this momentum and force the issue even more.
Played in. Oh, important interception. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Tries to pass it through. Yamal. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
A probing pass. Oh, sweet feet. Flashes it across. Costa Curta is there, and he can get that clear. Edmilson. Costa Curta. Araujo is a man so notably robust and resolute in his defending. And it's Hullet. Bernal.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Bernal. Over to the left.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And Rafinha. And he's running through. João Cancelo receives it in a good position. He gets big. It's there. Barcelona are back in business. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Picked out brilliantly. Best. Hangs one. It's a mighty effort! He's delivered all right! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
El dorsal 10.
Turkey go into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Edmilson. Bullet is the distributor, and that'll be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Turkey are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. Here we go again then. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And this is Bullet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dani Olmo played out towards the right wing. Yamal. So what can they make of this? Beckham. Edmilson, the man that is tenacity personified. Best! They've got to be quick to recover this. In with the challenge. And he can clear it away. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Gerrard. Beckham tries to play it through. Now this could be a chance. Koundé gets good distance on it. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Dani Olmo. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Now it's Pelé. Best. Now he's got space here. Gerrard. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Dani Olmo. Gerrard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And it's Olmo. And here's Lewandowski. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That's not going far. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Bernal. And it's De Jong. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Rafinha. That's good play. Well, they've got plenty back, they can deal with that.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Best. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Turkey surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. João Cancelo. And Rafinha. De Jong. And Rafinha. Gets a good foot in there. And this is Pele! And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yamal hurtling down that right flank. Rijkaard does really well to win the ball there. Best. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for the run. The final 5 minutes.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And here's Lewandowski. Oh, shooting chance! That's really well cleared. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Gerrard. Looking to play him in. João Cancelo. Well, so that's it. It is all over. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players, and it was, for me, well-deserved and well-earned.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre los autobuses que nuestra ciudad pone a disposición de los espectadores para sus desplazamientos hacia y desde el estadio.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Everybody standing for the national anthem of Turkey. So, Jim Beglin, what is your interpretation of the way they appear to be lining up?
Well, if flexibility doesn't have an influence on this system, we truly are looking at an approach that is quite negative. But at least there is good scope to turn a seemingly deep-line defence into a more dangerous attacking outfit. This system will allow plenty of attacking numbers without necessarily compromising on that discipline.
And we're underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability-wise, I think he was on a par with the rest of them. And his tactical versatility means the centre-back, full-back,
Sweeper, defensive midfield player.
Yeah, and we shouldn't forget his outstanding vision and confidence on the ball, being almost as
Best!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Modric. And it's Sailamakers. Salmakers. Now Modric. Salmakers. And it's Modric. Pulisic. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Best. Batasagi does really well to win the ball there. Costa Curta. And Best. Searching pass he's played there. It's a goal kick. It's not an especially good pass, that. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Threads one in. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. No, that pass isn't the best. And here's Rafael Leao. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. And the counter is on. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Can he finish? Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Gerrard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckham, and Beckham! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pulisic.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Milan looking to pass their way through. Now it's Pelé. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bergomi. Edmilson. Gerrard.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Hullet. And they're back on the ball again. Beckham. And this is Pelé! Oh, that was no routine save.
Pelé clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Modric.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Tomori. And it's Modric. Milan finding their passes. Estupinian. Now Modric. Half-time getting close now. Now, what about a counter-attack? Beckham tries to play it through. Gerrard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Rafael Leao.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now, can they get him away? And the flag has stayed down. And he decides to cross it. Pull it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
pull it. And we hit half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Modric. Tomori. Over to the other side.
Good switch, that.
De Winter. Estupinian. Out to the left it goes. Estupinian. That's very neat. And it's Rabiot. Costa Curta makes the interception. Best. Beckham. That's a nicely shaped ball. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Rabiot looking to add to his goal. Turkey still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Salamakers. Hit into the middle. Bergomi deals with that comfortably.
Milan clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Milan have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. Modric with the short one. Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Pelé. Best, a player who needs no introduction. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Turkey are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Gerrard. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hullet.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Well, it's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And Beckham! Denied by an instinctive save.
Beckham actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Modric gets good distance on it. Bergomi is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, there's a probing ball. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pulisic. Modric. And it's Rabiot. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. This looks promising. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Turkey really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Loftus-Cheek. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, important interception.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a promising position. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Edmilson. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pull it. Pull it! Oh, it's come off the upright. Modric. And it's Loftus-Cheek. Now it's Rafael Leao. Loftus-Cheek in acres of space out wide.
Milan can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Bale. Now it's Villa. Thinks one through. He rises! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
And that will be it. So that is it, the end of the road. Any reflections?